Oliva never imagined that his abs, harder than steel, would get pierced straight through by a single knife hand strike. Refusing to accept this, Oliva immediately launched another attack at the man, but ended up getting his toe stepped on instead. The man then kicked Oliva up into the air and coolly slipped his hands into his pockets. The man's name was Shuwen. They say he was undefeated in Taiwan's underground boxing matches 25 years without a single loss. Even facing Oliva, the freest man in the world, he arrogantly kept both hands stuffed in his pockets. Oliva got really pissed and used all his strength, but was easily blocked again by the guy using just one hand. His speed looked like an ant's pace to Shuwen. In just 2 rounds, Oliva's eardrum got punctured by one of Ryu's palm strikes. Finally, Oliva saw through everything Shuwen was using Iato. When his hands were in his pockets, he was preparing for battle. The next second, Oliva copied him and put his hands at his waist. Seeing this, Ryu pulled his hands out of his pockets. He stood in front of Oliva, and the instant Oliva attacked, Ryu's palm was already slapping his face, followed by a strike to Oliva's throat. Taking heavy damage, Oliva collapsed to the ground. Hanma Yujiro, watching from the sidelines, also figured out Ryu's fighting technique. The moment his opponent launched an attack, Ryu's knife hand was already ready to counter from inside his pocket, using explosive power generated by twisting his waist to achieve a one-hit kill. Oliva got back up. He knew how to defeat Ryu now. He copied the man's movements and stuck both hands into his pockets. Feeling insulted, Ryu went crazy attacking Oliva, but Oliva didn't move a muscle. He slowly pulled his hand out and smashed downward. Just one strike nearly knocked Ryu unconscious, his eyes rolling back white. Just when Oliva thought victory was in his grasp, Ryu stood up once again. Both men took the same stance simultaneously. Ryu attacked first, and the audience was amazed to discover that Oliva never defended from start to finish. He grabbed his opponent's head with both hands, then completely leaned his body backward, fiercely tightened his abs, and delivered a vicious headbutt straight to Ryu's face. But even after taking such an impact, Ryu still didn't give up. He threw another knife hand strike directly at Oliva's abdomen. But what he didn't expect was that Oliva's tensed abs broke all of his fingers. It turned out that to train the perfect muscles, Oliva used helicopters for training every day. His muscles had long become harder than steel reinforcement bars. When he tightened his abs, even nuclear weapons couldn't penetrate them. The match was decided. Even though he was defeated, Shuwen kept his hands in his pockets. Even Oliver envied this dashing man.